Hi everybody, welcome back to the Little Western Model Railway YouTube channel. So, as promised, I will be going through the Winter 2023 edition of the TT120 Club. Sorry this took a little bit longer to get out, I ended up having to re-record it, didn't like how it sounded the first time. So, as you can see, this is about season's greetings, the holiday period. So, Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you had a wonderful holiday season. I know we're like second half of January already, but I'll get it out there. So in this episode, they're highlighting the winners of the Diorama Challenge. There's some 3D printed kits that they review, some words on detailing, and a new competition. It's titled Hoovers on the Horizon, so they're detailing some Class 50s and HST samples, so let's get into it. So a bit of blurb regarding TT120 in the future, with an actual nice picture of, forgive me for not knowing what class this is, let me know down in the comments. There's probably a blurb on it somewhere to say what the picture was. No. So what we can expect in this issue, so yes, the news, Diorama Challenge, some bits about Class 50s. So, you know, regular blurb. Also this 125 here. My guess is that this is a Class 50, considering they're showcasing it. And these are Mark 3s. One of them seems a bit wobbly at the end. I'm going with Mark 3s. No idea. I don't know more modern coaches than Mark 1s. Nice view of some TTA wagons. So look at this, the Intercity Swallow livery on a 125. If I was going to get a TT120 to do a roundy, it would be an Intercity. Look at it, it's glorious. Not that the Great Western isn't great either, but here we can see some decorated samples, beautiful decoration here, and all of this packed into a tiny little space. It's fantastic. So probably the highlights of TT120 there, being minimalistic but being able to cram in this detail. Next, some decorated samples of Class 50s. Yes, so it was a Class 50. Yeah, what can I say? I think I prefer the green one out of all of them. The green and the yellow, it just, to me, it looks better. But they look amazingly detailed with the windscreen wipers, all the handrail detail, you know, all the pipe work and everything looks amazingly detailed. Next we have a Duchess on test. Now all of you LMS fans will be reveling in this, I can imagine. But again, look at the detail. A little bit, maybe there's a little bit of warping there, it might just be the picture, but you can see the difference in, my guess is this is die cast versus 3D printed plastic or molded plastic, so maybe there would be a bit of central weight there. But it does look good and very well detailed. Next we've got some shots of the Class 66 in sprue form. And then some basic information on TTA wagons with some nicely detailed pictures. Look at all that under, the brake rigging and all the detail under there. Besides the screw holes, phenomenal. So the Diorama Challenge, so the winner of the Diorama Challenge has managed to build something incredible in a dining table. It is now giving me too many ideas, but I need a workshop first. But fantastic work. Lots of trees. Could you imagine having your morning breakfast and coffee with a Flying Scotsman or something running around underneath your that would be pretty cool, I would think. Maybe it would get old fast, but I think it would be pretty cool and a novel idea for guests. The next, which personally I think should have won, because I think I prefer it, is Highfell and St James's Quay. Fictional town, of course, but beautiful, lovely water tower area, branch coming in with a small goods shed. And look at this detail here, the cranes along the dockside with the locomotive and everything here, and then this beautiful viaduct here, which is fantastic. And then the next one, which also is amazing detail, is Spa Valley's diorama with station area and completely detailed shed. Look at this detail inside this shed. It's absolutely phenomenal. So congrats to these three. Yes, keep an eye out for these future competitions and things, because they are cool to see, and maybe we can enter one day. Next is a discussion with the YouTuber Christopher Hobbs. Now I wasn't aware of his channel, but I have subscribed and I have started to go through their videos. So some good content there. I'll be pleased when I can get through them. But is currently working on a roundhouse with a lot of Pacifics. And you can see here it's fantastic detail. So if you are on YouTube, check as well, check out Peachy TT120. I'll leave a link down in the description, where the process is detailed, and it's a beautiful model. You can also see that this is repainted as well, which looks fantastic, with directional lighting, firebox go, and a power pack. So brilliant. Yeah, it looks really good. My favourite bit of this is the Gronks. As you know, I like shunting. So if I was to do a TT120 shunting layout, it would be Gronk City. One thing I did pull out from reading this very good article actually, is that all of these Class 08s were upgraded with brushless motors, directional running, spotlights, cab lighting. So I understand the spotlights and the cab lighting for extra effect, and the power bank, speaker, and 8-pin decoders. I understand that, but this makes me worry that is the current motor not good enough for slow speed. Bear in mind this would probably never go above 20 miles an hour, so scaled down that's very slow. Maybe even 15 miles an hour. That's the thing. They were designed to pull, not move fast. And I don't know what they mean by directional running. Does it not change direction at all? Is it just, do they mean to say the spotlights are directional? That would have been maybe nice, a little bit clarity, but maybe I'm just pulling at hairs. Next is a very good article on the Class 50s. You can see them lined up here. Some nice open shots of them near Dawlish as well, so this used to be a hot spot for me for train spotting when I was younger. Another one here at Swanage Diesel Gala, another place I do need to visit. Ashton Court in Paddington. So a really good article about the Class 50s, and then it moves on to their tooling, their models, so on. Next, some advertising on the Flying Scotsman, the Scotsman set, so good for that. Next, my favourite section from the inbox, so you can read through some emails that have come through. Again, somebody's mentioning the lack of 060s, and then there's some back and forth there. And again, yeah, it doesn't seem like they're shying away from their feedback. They're open. I'm guessing there is more aggressive feedback. Let's say aggressive, constructive feedback. But they're picking their selections quite well, and seem to be showing some thoughts that represent the majority of the hobby. Some more HMDCC advertisement. I do want to pick one of these up now. I've done a little bit more research, so at some point I will pick at least one of these up. I've seen a few people having issues with them, so I want to test it for myself. So you can be in with a chance to win a TT120 HST pack. All you have to do is answer this question. So who was responsible for the design of the HST and has now had one named in their honour? So is it Sir Keith Park, Sir Kenneth Everett or Sir Kenneth Grange? And you need to email competition@hornby.com before the 15th of March. So get that done. And if you were wondering, the correct answer for the last competition was racehorses, Trigo being an example of A1s and A1s-3s named after a racehorse. Next, we're back to West Hill Wagon Works, who have done some more TT120 3D printing delights, and this article goes through those and, you know, best practices when setting them up and painting them. Trackside, again, advertisement for a magazine that maybe I could take a look at. Some more advertising for the Easterner train set, you know, an A4, not much else. And then the last page, of course, is their social media. So I think for me, the highlights of this is for sure from the inbox. I like to see what the community is saying about TT120. I think some people are still very on the fence of it. We'll see in April when they do their next set of announcements. I, for one, am hoping for some 060s in different areas, but we will see. And I really like this article on the Class 50s, not being a post 60s enthusiast, let's say. My familiarity with anything other than very early diesels and diesel electrics is not very good. So these articles really boost my knowledge. Maybe I should look further into it. Maybe I'll pick up some early 60s for, you know, transition period down the line, but it's not a priority. Yeah, and I really like this Duchess. I like seeing these blow-up views. It would be nice to see a castle or something in this, and I might get a bit more excited. So there we have it, the TT120 Club Winter Edition. Not much else to go on. I do have quite a few other magazines and things that I'd like to go through, but I'm going to give it a few weeks before I put the next one out. I am working on the layout. I do have one or two things that I need to go through on there to be able to get it into a good state. And I have some stuff and surprises arriving in the next few days, hopefully. So we will go through those as well. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all your comments. If you like the video, please like it. If you want to follow for more, please hit the subscribe button. It really does help. And yes, as I said, leave any comments that you have. They're all read and I will respond to all of them in due course. So enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, goodbye.